What's going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. So obviously, as you guys know, if you've been watching my videos for the past couple of weeks, I've been diving really deep into the numbers, crunching the history, the returns, all the data between Stockholm, Antwerp, Paris over the past couple of weeks, and trying to figure out which stickers have performed the best, why, see if we can extrapolate any of that data into, how to make the most money for Paris and all this stuff. But throughout looking at all these charts, I keep making spreadsheets and keep looking at all the different numbers and different teams and what makes a good sticker and a bad sticker and a good investment and bad investment, yada, yada, yada. One team keeps popping up. There's one name that keeps popping up a little bit shockingly, a little bit surprisingly, a team that keeps having consistent gains throughout all of the majors, whether you're looking at Stockholm, Hollows, or Foils, or Antwerp, and now looking ahead to Paris as well, a team that is going under the radar a little bit, and I think people are really sleeping on. And I just want to show you how well they have performed historically at all these at the past couple majors, and why I think that this might mean they have a chance to do really well again in Paris, and it might be actually one of the most underrated stickers in the whole Paris collection right now. So if we go back and look at the wonderful spreadsheet and see what the heck is going on here, this is Stockholm, and we can see that from the end of the sale to the peak prices, around CS2 Mania, you would have been the best off. You would have made the most money investing in Maus, Tyloo, Sharks, Godsent, EG, Heroic here at number 6. And you can see here, a lot of the times, these are the prices of, this is the rank of the stickers at the end of the sale, at the peak, and at today's prices. Some of the more expensive stickers don't always perform the best. A lot of the times, it's these stickers in the middle of the pack. Sharks was the 22nd most expensive sticker at the end of the sale. Godsent was 17, EG was 21st, Heroic was 17, G2 was 14th. So keep that in mind when you're looking at Paris. Whatever the most popular and most expensive stickers are right now, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to have the best ROI. That doesn't necessarily mean they're going to have the best percentage gains. And oftentimes in a lot of these sets, it means they might have some of the worst. Like, you're going to find a lot of the value and a lot of the underratedness, which is what you're trying to do. You're trying to find differences between, price and demand and price and potential future gains. So you might want to look in that middle to lower tier ground. Obviously, there are some higher up stickers that do well. Tyloo was 8th, it did really well. Maus was 4th, it did really well. But for the most part, a lot of these expensive stickers might end up being a little bit overrated. But anyway, we can see there was the top 5 or 6 or whatever. And then obviously going from the end of the sale, here the top 5 or 6 still is Maus, Tyloo, VP, Sharks, and Heroic. So yeah, kind of interesting there. If we look ahead to the foils, same type of stuff from the end of the sale to the peak. We can see the top 5 is like Sharks, Vitality, Heroic, Tyloo, EG. End of the sale to today's prices, we see Heroic being number 1, Sharks, Tyloo, VP, Godsent. That's for foils. We fast forward to Antwerp. We can see the end of the sale to the peak prices. This is Heroic, Vitality, Fours, IHC, and Big. We go from the end of the sale to today. We see Heroic, Fours, Cloud9, Furia. So, hey, you're starting to see a little bit of a pattern here. Maybe something's going on. We can take a look at the glitters. I don't actually remember if this holds true for the glitters as well. Yeah, maybe not as good here. This is the glitters from Antwerp. Obviously, from the end of the sale to the peak, we have Vitality, Big, Furia, Copenhagen, and NiP. And then the end of the sale to today, we have Copenhagen, Heroic, Astralis, Cloud9, and Big. If we look at a different excuse me, if we look at a different time period, we can see Stockholm. This is Stockholm from the end of the Antwerp sale. End of the Antwerp sale to the peak prices, we have Tyloo, Heroic, Sharks, Godsent, and EG. And the end of the sale to today, we have Tyloo, Heroic, Sharks, Godsent, and Movistar. My biggest takeaway from all this is just how much I am saying Heroic. Heroic somehow has found a way to do insanely well as a foil in Stockholm, as a hollow in Stockholm, as a glitter in Antwerp, and as a hollow in Antwerp. Heroic keeps doing insanely well. Now, there is a couple of different reasons for this. Obviously, if we look at all the different Heroic stickers, here is Heroic from Stockholm. We can find Heroic from Paris real quick. Looks like it's not on this page. But we can find Heroic from Paris real quick and take a look at it as well. Of course, it's going to be all the way on the last page. Heroic from Paris, which is, okay, it's nowhere to be found. We're going to go to Heroic from Antwerp. Here's the Heroic from Antwerp. I must have just scrolled right past it. All right, here is Heroic from Paris. So we can see here's Heroic from Stockholm. I think overall a decent looking sticker. It's red, it's simple, it's clean, it's cool. Also, Heroic is not an insanely popular team, not a huge brand, but a popular enough team and a good enough team that they remain relevant to esports and esports fans. You know, those are the people who are mostly buying stickers. Obviously, it's from crafters and stuff like that, and crafters love a red sticker. It's a cool color. They love a simple, kind of aesthetically pleasing sticker, which I think overall the Stockholm Heroic is. We go to Paris. Well, let's look at Antwerp first. Of course, it's not going to load. We can go to Antwerp next, and I've said that I think the Antwerp Heroic is like kind of ugly, but again, it's overall pretty simple. It's red, again, a pretty popular team, a pretty good team, a team that's relevant in esports. They have some decently popular players. I don't love the whole diamond triangle and everything thing that's going on there, but what you'll notice from Stockholm and Antwerp is that it's still unique. Stockholm and Antwerp look different. A lot of the hollow borderless stickers that are copy and pasted from multiple different majors, they look exactly the same. Stockholm and Antwerp Heroic don't. They look different, even though it's not insanely different. It's still, you can tell the difference between the two. So Heroic is red, good team, you know, popular team, unique stickers. It has a lot of things going for it. And then we'll see the Paris one as well, which is, again, totally different. This one is way, way, way different than the other two. Again, overall, some cool colors, red, white, and blue. Mostly white, but still red, white, and blue. Simple logo, you know, cool, decent team, popular team, all this stuff has a lot of things going for it. That's why it's been able to perform consistently well, I think. Obviously, there's some other factors at play, but what is so interesting is that, once again, this is from the end of the Antwerp sale for Stockholm. Heroic was the 21st ranked sticker at the end of the sale. At the peak prices, they were still only 17th, and even today, they're only 13th, but they had the second best gains from the end of the Antwerp sale to the peak and to today's prices. We look at these glitters. The Heroic glitter, very, very cheap. End of the Antwerp sale, it was ranked 18th. At peak price, it was ranked 16th, and today it's ranked 13th. If we look at the Antwerp, at the end of the Antwerp sale, it was ranked 20th. At the peak rank, it was ranked 17th, and today's rank at 16th at the peak rank, and 17th today. But again, the best overall returns for foils. We have Heroic as 15th, 7th, and 10th, so it's starting to creep into the top 10, but it's still like not one of the most popular or expensive stickers, and it had the third best gains from the end of the sale to the peak and the best gains from the end of the sale to today. And then finally for Stockholm, we have Heroic as 17th, 17th, and 13th, but it had the 6th and 5th best gains. So Heroic has literally had top 5 gains as a hollow, as a foil, as a glitter, and as a hollow in Antwerp, but it's never been that hyped. It's never been that popular, which probably plays into its gains because that means it's been relatively cheap and probably undervalued, and it's performed really well over time. But again, it has so many of the good fundamentals going for it, and it's continued to perform well. And again, it has a lot of those fundamentals once again in Paris, since it is another unique sticker and a good, clean looking sticker. And I think the craziest thing going on with the Heroic in Paris right now is that if you sort by price, Heroic is on the first page. Heroic is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what is that? It's like the 15th or 16th ranked sticker once again. It's in that lower to middle pack tier once again, despite the fact that, again, they're a good team, a popular team, a unique sticker, a good looking sticker, a good colors. So many things going for it. There's no way it should be this low. There's no way it should be at these prices. I think it's underrated. Obviously, being transparent, I have bought a decent amount of them. I think I have bought around $600 worth of Heroic stickers, and I plan on buying more. You know, people are going to say, oh, you're a market manipulator, pumping up, blah, blah. Like, no, I don't want you guys to go and buy them. I want to get these as cheap as possible. But for the next, week or two or however long the Paris sale goes, I'm going to be loading up on more and more Heroic because I'm a person who loves the numbers and loves the data and loves the history. And again, just because Heroic has performed well time and time again doesn't mean it's going to happen for sure again. But the data and the trends and the charts suggest that there's a very, very high likelihood that Heroic is going to be one of the best performing stickers once again. And I love having, facts and numbers and data behind my investments. That just makes me all the more confident. So, I've seen Heroic do really well in the past, and I've seen at least why I think it's done well, and I see the stars aligning for Paris once again. So I really think Heroic, one, it's crazy how well Heroic's done, and I don't think it totally makes sense, but I really think that Heroic has a chance to do really, really great in Paris once again. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not like saying that so I can pump into them. I'm not going to be selling them anytime soon. I'm going to be holding these for, probably around 6 to 12 months and trying to sell them for 2 to 5x gains or something like that. I'm not trying to, make a quick buck right now, which is just stupid, but, people are going to say that regardless. But, Heroic has done pretty shockingly well, and I think it's time that people start realizing that. But I don't know. Pretty much it was video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.